hive cluster is under attack.
Live for the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be Light versus Kwanro here on Outsider, bottom rightish of Outsider, a very weird map that I've cast on several times. It's going to be an orange Terran. It is Light. On the left side, it's Kwanro, who's a Zerg player. He is purple here today. Spamming about 300 APM. Light is doing 350 just to one-up the Zerg opponent. And yeah, this is Outsider. I feel like I haven't cast a replay on this for a while, but there's like 10 or 20 replays that I have cast on this map. So yeah, okay, so back door, right? You've got access through this ramp to this mineral patch, and you can glitch through it to gain access to this Vespene Geyser and this Vespene Geyser, and glitch through, and then up and around, and hada, you're at this base. So, worker glitching is a thing. But if there were Zergling glitching, then that would be very, very bad. Because you'd have to wall off this, as well as this, as a Terran player. Big, wide open area for surrounds. And I don't know, I kind of feel like this is a Zerg-favored map. Anyway, got this replay off of Team Liquid and the forums as part of a big, giant replay pack named Only Tons. Tons of replays. Some of them are 1.15, which has a very high failure rate when you try to load them into the current client of StarCraft Brood War Remastered, but a lot of them are 1.16, which is very, very solid in the current client. Anyway, Hatch first in it here on this 3-player map. Steve the SCV moving up, scouting the wrong direction. Chose wrong by his commander. Not Steve's fault. Got a pool here at 11 supply. And everything is A-OK in Zergland. Terry the Overlord. Moving out. Just checking to see if this is a Command Center first build. Which would be very strange, but not unheard of. There's a Terry the Overlord shirt in progress right now for the store at falconpaladin.store, the online place where you can get Falcon Paladin merch. It might be already there. I'm casting this like, I don't know, 10 days or so before this is going to post. So I don't know. Oh, bunker. Okay. So we've got a bunker coming up outside this main hatch. And, oh, we're pulling the boys. All right, man. Good opening. Oh, so excited for this. Let's go. Let's get in there. Okay, so chasing away that SCV, but guess what? There's more coming, but they're buying time for the lings to pop up here. Ah, one drone dies. Pull back. Pull back. More drones are here to fight. We can kill this Marine. We can do it. Oh, my gosh. The body blocking here. The SCV blocking is sick. Where are those Zerglings? That bunker, they can't finish. Get in there. No, the bunker finishes, but enough lings, maybe. Oh, they're going for the what? They just go for a run by. What the heck? This is an all-in. I mean, it's basically an all-in here from Light. This is crazy stuff. He's waiting for more lings to pop, and then he's going to surround the bunker and kill it. There's only, okay, there's 2 Marines in it, which sucks. Plus, there's repair happening. Oh, the SCVs are holding. They're holding. They're ready to surround the bunker with their little bodies. Ooh, this is smart, though. And then this Marine comes in and dies. Basically for nothing. He gets no damage done at all. Dies. Okay, so he's killing reinforcements, but his worker count on minerals is 4 right now. It's way more for Light. This is bad. He's going for it. He's going for the bunker. He's going to get it. The repair not happening. Marines dead. SCVs, they're all dead. They're probably not getting home at all. They're just trying to kill as many of these drones as they can. Oh, look at that. Phew, this is great from Kwanro. He's like, no, you're not getting home. Some of you may actually get home based on what we're seeing here because I don't have speed. And the SCVs have little boosters on their back. And yeah, okay, so they're going to... Nope, Terry. Get on that high ground, Terry. Good job, Terry. This SCV is better die. Like, these 2 are going to make it, but this one... What? Don't go up... Oh, all right, he survived. Okay, that sucks for Kwanro. About 300 APM. About even APM's actually around 300 here for Light and Kwanro. So that was brutal, man. Droning up behind this. is our guy Kwanro. And so he's trying to catch up economically. He's at 17 to 21 workers, which is a much better place to be than he was a second ago. Where, again, he had like 4 workers on minerals. But he's got more. He put some back to work after they were put into service there for a minute. Second base being produced inside the main base. It's not safe to build it on the low ground, probably with the sheer number of lings that are out there. But, I mean, gas is now coming in. Not quite enough to go for that speed yet. Yo! I mean, that was definitely a fantastically fun opening for sure. Second barracks, engineering bay coming in. A little bit worried about mutas as, you know, we're going for lair instead of metabolic boost. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like I'd want metabolic boost in the situation, but I don't know. Kwanro seems like he's a better player than I am. Lol. Overlord back here. I thought this was a drone for a minute, but it's not. This SCV man really... Oh, nice body block, and they kill it. Nice teamwork there. Dude, Kwanro is a solid player. I like what we're seeing from this guy. So second base lands. I'm pretty sure the Lings caught a glimpse of that. At the very least, they jump in. Yeah, so they see it, and they see the Marines, and they see Medic, and they're like, okay. So we're not killing all that stuff. Not even remotely close. Let's take the third base up here at these minerals. We're not going to glitch through and go for the gas, but we'll take this third base here. As the Terran works on stim, works on +1 attack. Got a Firebat out here, too. And he's just going to chase these Lings off his front porch. Yeah, that Firebat immediately gets a kill. Because Firebats were designed solely for the purpose of killing Zerglings. And really nothing else. So Sunken's coming up because Slowlings fighting against a Marine Medic Firebat army. Not going to have a good time. But maybe it was a feint. Maybe Light doesn't want to move out here at all. Maybe he's just like, you know, we're going to force the Zerg player to throw up some Sunkens that he doesn't want to build. Those are resources. Those are drones. That's effectively larva that he would like to use for drones instead. Good micro there. Great setter stepping for sure. So yeah, factory on the way. So 2 racks into factory. Maybe a little bit of Marine. Maybe he's got some Vulture set up there. Maybe some Siege Tank stuff as well. Maybe he's transitioning into mech. Although he's working on range upgrade for Marines. And if he's going for mech, he's investing a lot of resources into bio that he doesn't necessarily need. But sometimes we see it. Sometimes we go all the way up to 8 racks type stuff. And then bam, they start floating. And then we go into the mech. So that third racks indicates, okay, we're not mech transitioning now, but it could be. Could be. There's some scans. He scans the natural base, sees the 3 Sunken, scans the main base, sees the Spire. Great scanning there. I mean, just such a good ability. I mean, if you're not scanning your enemy as a Terran player, what are you doing? Also, why are you donating Lings to this group? If they come up on you, like, get out of there. No reason to go into range of their guns. Although 3 Sunkens can hold a whole bunch of Marines and medics, that's for sure. So 6 mutas, not 9. Okay, so that third hatch, it's not... Oh, we did glitch through. So we did do the glitch thing. Got in here for this double gas stuff. That's huge. As a Zerg player, access to your 3rd and 4th gases at the same time is just okay. Let's go. Let's get all that gas. Let's make a billion mutalisks. Let's get some lurkers out, you know? So 11 mutas on the way. Turrets under construction because Light knows the timing for this. Absolument. I'm sure there's like a French word that's a cognate for English. It's absolutely, but it's absolument, I think. Anyway, whatever. Mutalisks on the prowl. They don't have any upgrades. They're working on the carapace, as they will do. Terror the Overlord, still alive. Regened a bunch of his health from the earlier damage he took before. Yeah, the range is done for the mutas. I mean, for the Marines, man. Mutas don't have a range upgrade. Can you imagine how good they'd be with a range upgrade? Holy cow. That was good. I mean, lost a muta there, but... Yeah, don't fight Marines with turrets. This is pretty good defense here by Light. He's keeping track of where the mutas are. He's watching them. He's sending the Marines sprinting into that direction to try to deal with them. But yeah, 4th base is done. You could take these gases. That'd be amazing. Is it 39 drones right now? So Kwanro doing some great stuff. Not going to complain. Double siege tank. Starport on the way here too. Again, against these mutalisks, the siege tanks aren't going to do a whole lot. But he's pretty much hanging on with this Marine count as it stands. He's working on infantry armor level 1. He's already got +1 attack. And again, he's got the stim. He's got the range. He's got the +1. He's got everything he wants for the Marines right now. Oof. probably some, yeah, double starport as that first one finishes. Second one comes up. We're going to go for a 2-port science vessel. More Sunkens coming up to defend this front. The mutas are trying to pick away, but he's keeping the tanks fairly well protected. They will lag behind if you're not careful with it, but Light's just like, no. You do not kill these siege tanks. They're how I'm going to bust through the front. And the mutas are like, but I don't want you to bust through the front. Yeah, he's got to engage now. I mean, this is basically him required to engage. Got 12 mutas. The Carapace upgrade's not done. He doesn't have time for it to wait either, man. Not even close. He's going to kill a couple Marines here and there. Once the Marine count is low enough. Oh, no! He actually dragged a tank in range of that Sunken, and the Sunken killed it. Is that tank in range? Doesn't seem to be, no. But this Marine count's getting whittled down, but reinforced. There's a window here. Ah, bad, Kwanro, get out of there. Oh, he dodges back the wrong way. Ooh, what's he gonna do to deal with this? It's more Mutalisks. He's getting a Greater Spire in 10 minutes. Okay. This is great. This is hilarious. Let's go Greater Spire's Broodlord stuff. This double gas is huge for the strategy he's trying to do here. Okay, so he just gets enough mutas. He's got the +1 Carapace. He's just trying to straight up and... Nope. Nope, that did not work. These Marines, man, they're mean. They have so much damage output. Ugh. He's trying to kite as much as he can here. 7 more mutas in production. There's 1 Sunken left. More Sunkens attempting to be created. Oh, all the medics are almost dead. Nope, 2 more medics remaining here. This is pretty good muta stacking, but finally, he whittles down that Marine count enough to kill these tanks and buy the time he needed for this second base. Holy crap. So that was a bloodbath for sure. But look at this macro here. He's actually getting extra minerals from this mineral line up this way. I hesitate to call it a mineral field because it's like straight up and down. But anyway, he's making some Guardians. But however, Irradiate's on the way too. And as we all know, there's a long list of things that are good against Guardians. And one of those things is Irradiate. Because again, it's a long list. Okay, so when he send these mutas over... Got injured mutas that he's turning. Yeah, injured mutas are turning into the Guardians because they get all their HP back after the Morphin. Yeah, there's an Irradiate. So he's like, please use Irradiate on these Mutalisks. Do not have enough energy to do with them, to use them on the Guardians when the time comes for that. Please. Ultralisk Cavern and a Defiler Mound. Dude, this is what happens when you get double gas like this. As a Zerg player, like, I just get all of the gas and I can do all of the tech. And all of the spellcasters, and all of the tier 3 stuff. It'll be fantastic. Muta's just kind of threatening this way. Just kind of forcing the army back a little bit, then dodging out. And there's another push coming in, but they're going to deal with the Guardians, which are being scanned, mind you. So yeah, he scans the main base. He sees this happening, and then he drops up here. And just kind of ruins this whole thing. There is no army in position to handle this. Dude, Light, such a brutal play. So smart. Just like, yeah, okay. You had the benefit of this gas for long enough, thanks. We're just going to kill everything. We're going to kill this Nidus so you can't reinforce quickly. You're going to have to basically use mutas to get up here because this is not accessible. Holy crap. So the mutas are coming up. The Guardians are coming up. This was not in their plans. These drones come in to try to distract so the mutas don't all... Then the mutas all die anyway, and the Guardians aren't here yet. Ah! Kwanro went from a really great position to a pretty not okay one really fast. So the Guardians reveal themselves. And this is where you have a choice as a Terran player. You're like, oh, do I need some Valks here? Do I want to make some race, or just keep pumping science vessels and irradiate those suckers? Dunno. Tanks are back. Pressure up on the natural base will come again. There is a Scourge, set of Scourge here. But Kindness Plating coming in. 3 Ultralisks in production. Scourge thinking about dodging in there, but Light's really good at protecting his science vessels. There is a 3rd base moving up here from Light, but this has been 2 base pressure for sure. So yeah, the Guardians move in. And the Scourge are trying to keep the science vessels at bay. There's a nice Irradiate, and the Marines are just like, we can kill you too. It's really not a problem, guys. Science vessel does get sniped, but my gosh, every living Guardian is dead. Because they've been irradiated. Brutality. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really feel great about Guardians. And these Ultras don't have speed. He's got 4 armor, but there's 2 tanks and a ton of Marines here with, you know, the +1 attack. +2 is almost done. This is looking mighty dicey for the Terran player. He's working on Lings, but does he have Adrenal? These Ultras fighting on their own is not ideal. What? With Dark Swarm, though, that changes the entire picture. Yeah, tank has to unsiege. Get out of there. Abort, abort. Okay. All right. So Zerg player in a horrible spot. Dropship's going to walk into Scourge at Central, though. And die. Okay. Nice. That was really well defended. Ooh, Defiler gets sniped just out of the Dark Swarm circle, irradiating the Ultras. Turns them into biological damage dealers as well as regular Tusk-style damage dealers. But he's going to be... He was injured enough that Irradiate is going to kill him and just finish him off there. Third base mining. 53 to 44 workers here. Kwanro fighting hard. That Nidus up at this base is big. Resaturating this gas would be cool for him because he only has 100 gas. So this... I'm not sure what that drone is trying to do, actually. Bottom left expansion. There's gas here and minerals. Again, I think he glitched through. I don't think he... Maybe he's got drops. Working on Nubatized Carapace. I don't really see Ventral Sacs in the production tab, but slow Overlords dropping is a super annoying process. So I'd assume if he's going for drops, and he's been dropping, he's probably... he should probably have had speed by now. I don't know. So Adrenal's coming in. Anabolic Synthesis on the way. So all of the ingredients that Kwanro needs to win this thing are coming through. Another drop. This is such a great map for area units. Drops, mutas. Carriers. It's so good for carriers. This is like the only map we ever see carriers against Zerg on. So yeah, this is not happening. Big push. Defensive Matrix on the Science Vessel. Tanks firing away. Where are high ground tanks getting shots off from this ridge? God, it's a sick play. I'm like, where are these tanks that are firing? Oh, they're up here. Neat. 129 to 103 supply. Plague's coming in when Adrenal finishes. That's another game-changing play. Game-changing upgrade for sure. This drone coming down here is just, I'm very brave. I'm going to die. Look at this, though. Kwanro expanding at the 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock spawn location. Sending Ultras in. He needs the Dark Swarm, and there it is. Defensive Matrix Ultras, or Science Vessels. The Ultras are not Defensive Matrix at all. That would be hilarious if that was a misclick of some kind, though. Yeah, man, this Dark Swarm, siege tanks can kind of get through it with their splash damage, but this is going pretty well for Kwanro, considering how not much else is going well. The Dark Swarm plays have been pretty excellent by him. So he's fully saturated this gas. Wonderful job by him. Metasynaptic Node coming in. These Lings with Adrenal. They're like, we can do anything with Adrenal. And it's like, you still need some Dark Swarm against this many Marines, my guy. Yeah, Ultra down, Ultra down. The Ultras are dying fast here. Light is just looking good. He's expanding on the right side for a Minerals Only Expand. 2 Minerals Only Expands, which indicates he's probably not going for a mech ever. This is just more of an SK Terran play from him. But yeah, look at that. Another base up for the Zerg, and he's got the gas. So this is like gas versus not gas strats. Ling Ultra. No Dark Swarm. Defiler thinking about where to do it. Gets a massive Plague off. Plague. And these Ultras are in trouble. The Marines are in trouble too, though. This is a war we're talking about here. No one's in a good position. It's going to drain all the energy off these medics as they try to heal in the impossible job of healing somebody that is actively plagued. You got to keep moving, or oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Or more stuff's going to show up, and all of these plagued Marines going to have a bad time. They pull back, they run in, get irradiated, and die. Marines did wipe out this spawn location base that Kwanro took. Ultras popped out and saved, well, avenged it, but did not save the day. So it's 140 to 106 supply. Light's done a pretty good job staying ahead in this match. The Dark Swarms, the Plagues have been pretty fantastic from Kwanro here, but I don't know that it's been enough. Yeah, Adrenalings, man. With +1 attack, just then getting distracted, and this Marine doesn't actually die. 7 kills on that guy. 2-2. This Ultra's dead. He was hold positioned or something. Oh, okay, yeah. Radiated, runs away, blah, blah. So Ultra's dying way too fast here. Light going for a drop. inside the main base of our guy Kwanro. He's got a ton of 2/2 Marines back here. Very mean guys. And here they go. So stimming up, moving up, taking down the, I don't know, Greater Spire. Is that really a target you want to take down? I don't know. Oh, he's dropping ultras over here, though. Okay, so he killed the tanks on the high ground. He's going to kill these tanks on the low ground, but he's got Marines in his house. Drones are dying. Tech structures are going down. I think I don't know what these ones are, but they're dead. These ultras, man, putting in some work. And then they get picked up. Nice. So drops against a Terran player. Always pretty good. Where's this ultra going? Oh, he's very injured. This one's going to tank the damage for a while. Yeah, so Ling Ultra, right? The ultras tank damage, and then the Adrenalings do a ton of damage. That's their situation. 40 drones remaining for the Zerg player. Not good. He holds the attack on his main base, but just barely. He does get some nice drops over here on the right side, but there's just way, way more Terran out here. Scourge connecting on a science vessel, but so many of them died otherwise on the high ground here. This is, yeah, this base is probably just going to die. Dark Swarm chasing Lings. Oh, Ultras at the top of the ramp ready to sacrifice their bodies for this. And they do, but they're buying time. These are radiated Ultras. I don't think there's enough here to actually kill this base. He did it. Kwanro managed to hold this base. What's that Zergling doing? Get in there. Yeah, okay. Well, these medics are dead now, too. Dude, the splash damage they're taking from this Ultralisk. Ooh. There you go. He survived. Fantastic. And Lings? No. Kwanro, you can't do this. You're down. 134 to 65 total supply. There's a single Marine heading up in the main base to see what's what. Drops, though. Again, drops are just kind of the great equalizer for Zerg. They're also, obviously, incredibly good for Terran and Protoss. Zerg doesn't utilize them as much, which is why it feels like when they use them, good things happen. Going to unload his very injured units here to see if there's a base to kill. There's not. This base is defended. I wouldn't send anybody down this way, but okay. He does. And this Ultra's like, dead. 155 to 75 supply. Not looking all that particularly wonderful for Kwanro right now. He's playing well. He is, for as good as he's able to with the tools that he has. But the tools that he has are 40 drones versus 57 SCVs. Battle cruisers are coming in. Because, you know, it's this time of the game where against a Ling Ultra player, you make battle cruisers, I guess. Happens sometimes. Dude, Adrenalings in your house. 2-3 Adrenalings. 53 SCVs for light. Where are the Defilers, man? The Defilers are key for situations like this. Is he giving up? Is he giving up on the Defiler tech? I don't know. Production tab says there are no more of those coming at all. Yeah, this is just a beautiful number of science vessels. Light is making it work here today. This SK Terran stuff is super strong. The Defiler gets irradiated. That's, I mean, where are the Defilers? Why aren't you making them? And he is. They're just getting irradiated real fast by Light, who is just an excellent, one of the best Terran players of all time. He knows how to use Irradiate better than most anyone in the entire universe. So hit that like button if you're enjoying this thing. This has been a really back and forth match. It just feels like the Terran has got a lead, and it's going to be extremely difficult for Kwanro to do this thing. So yeah, he just irradiates every single drone at this base. Okay, not all of them, most of them. Stages an assault into the natural, which he hasn't been able to kill yet today, but he's working on it. These Sunkens have less power now than they ever have before. Plague. Okay, Plague Dark Swarm says, get out, says Kwanro. That's him getting off my front lawn. Just so much irradiate, though. And I mean, what's the Zerg player doing today, says Light the Commander. Well, that doesn't matter. Just irradiate it all. That's exactly what's happening here. This is great. This is Light really putting in the work, the macro, the micro. The science vessel count is ginormous here. And once you've got that science vessel count, that's it. That's your GG. Kwanro taps out, and Light is your winner there in 24 minutes and 45 seconds. A sick play. I like the battle cruisers showed up, and Kwanro was like, all right, well, I can't deal with those at all. I guess I have some Scourge, but I've been really trying to use those Connect on Science Vessels today and haven't had much success. But yeah, this is beautiful. He takes the double gas. I mean, lights on 1. Effectively, this is 2 bases, 3, 4, 5. So he's on 7 bases on this map. He's just looking great. He's taking some SCV kills, but not really that many in the grand scheme of things. 62 SCVs at 24 minutes is a pretty fantastically happy place to be. But yeah, 3-3 Marines, medics, and it's the Science Vessels, right? This SK Terran stuff looks bad if the Science Vessels are dying, and there aren't a ton of them available. But if they're here and they're irradiating every Ultra that comes in and every Defiler that shows up within 8 miles of this group, then yeah, the Marines and medics are going to be way, way more effective. So fantastic show by Light there. I can't believe this started off with such an early bunker rush attempt. It didn't work, but I think it did slow down Kwanro a bunch, and then he pushed ahead. But then this drop murdered this double gas thing, and he had to recover from that. Then his main got attacked. I mean, Light was all over the drops today. That's another huge part of it. So GG Light gets that win. Absolute boss man. And let's check out that final score. So yeah, hit that like button. Subscribe. I'm here 6 times a week with StarCraft content. Woo! 140,000 points there for our dude Kwanro. 164 for Light, outproducing the Terran player by about 40 units. 50 units, but getting outkilled by a whole bunch there too. Resources spent favoring the Zerg player, but only by about 3,000 in 24 minutes. So you just got to have more than that. I think massing up his units would have been a better idea too. He was doing kind of smaller attacks over and over, right? He never had like a whole group of 8 Ultras attacking something. And in fairness, the first Ultras come out and they needed to defend immediately. And so they couldn't really mass up. He had to send like 2 slow Ultralisks in there, and they didn't do super well, but they bought time. So great stuff. And that right there is gonna be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.